Hello, my friends.
Hello.
Yeah, we're a little early. It's only been 5 days, but that's fine. We were late last time. Had to do a double feature. You know, these stories are meant to get some sort of notoriety, but not a whole lot of people are following it. There's only a few of you, so. But you know, it is what it is. People don't care about storylines and poetry. They want tits and ass and sex and violence. That's all right. It's all right. The few that are keeping up with the story, I will finish the story for you. Because like I said, it does have an ending, and I will finish it. Even though I'm only getting like 8-10 views a pop at it, that's okay. I put it on Facebook for everybody to see. I've got 900 friends on Facebook, and I got 2, 3, maybe 4 watching it, keeping up with it. And of course, I put it out on YouTube here, and I've got, 2, 3, 4 views, 8 at the most. That's fine. That's fine. Hey, don't want to hear my story? That's fine. For those that do want to hear it, I do appreciate it, that are following along. This is episode 14. This will be chapter 3 of Mind of the Imaginator. This will be chapter 3. I'll try to make them as exciting and fun, interactive as possible. My son's in the background here listening to the music. He puts his commentary in there every now and then. I'm not very good at the YouTube stuff, so Here we are. I do what I can. But, my story, I feel my story needs to be heard. I feel my story needs to be told. I've gone through a lot of ups and downs. I'm going through a down right now. I got no job. I'm running out of time. Been very sick. But hey, I'll still maintain a positive atmosphere about myself. I ain't giving up. I ain't quitting. I ain't turning away and running. I'm facing my problems head forward. That's what you have to do. You have to face your problems. You have to keep moving forward no matter what. And eventually, some people have success. Some people go with it. They made thousands, and some made millions. And some people just keep going, and then they'll get up, they get slapped back down. They get up, get slapped back down. They get up, they get slapped back down. And then some people, they give up. I'm not one of those people. I don't fucking give up. I keep fucking going until I get where the fuck I want to get to. And that's the way I face life. I face life head on. Every time it slaps me, I grab life by the throat and I slap it back.
You slapped pretty hard.
And I slap pretty hard. So that is being said, we're just now getting through. We're still dealing with the military thing. Also, when I got out of the basic and AIT, part of the training course, I had enough money to get my vehicle. My very first vehicle was a 78 Ford Fairmont. It was kind of yellowish in color. Small car. That's a pretty good get up and go. And it was a nice car. I mean, if I had taken care of that car, it would have lasted me a long time. It would have lasted me a little while. I didn't take very good care of it. I did have a personalized mechanic. That was my uncle, Uncle Mark. And everybody fusses about Mark. Everybody, my mom doesn't like him too much because she said they had a run in, but so she said he stole from her and stuff. Some of his brothers said he stole from him, and before he was kind of in the pot and stuff. He got away from it here recently. He kind of got away from it, but he made a lot of mistakes, of course, like everybody does. Everybody makes their mistakes. Everybody screws up. Everybody has issues. But with Mark, though, the reason he acted the way he did towards some of the others is because they never paid him back for his work they done, and so that was his method of getting back at them. You don't pay me money, I'll take something of yours, or I'll do a shit job on your car or something. I'll do a crap job on it. Yeah, it was his room me and my cousin used to hang out in. But he still stayed at Grandma's. Me and Greg were over there a lot until he eventually moved out. But he was the one that came by that one day when I was out there tearing that house down from my grandma and grandpa. Yeah, they had a big old yellow house. He had his mom behind him, and his mom died, so he made him and grandma moved to the trailer that his grandpa's mother was living in, and they moved into that trailer, and the house became an eyesore, and so they paid me $40. $40. Went out there with a crowbar and a hammer. That's all I had. Crowbar and a hammer. Maybe a ladder because I had to get on top with the roof done. And I tore that son of a bitch down in 7 days. 7 days it took me to tear that house down. I got $40 out of it. I was having fun though. I enjoyed that shit. Mark came by one time, about the 5th, 6th day, drove by, said he saw 3 walls and a foundation. He drove back by 45 minutes later, and he saw a foundation. I said, damn. And the thing is, I didn't make a mess. When I tore down something, when I tore down that house, I tore the roof down, cleaned up, got down, cleaned up my mess. And I had me little piles. Because he wanted to save the wood because he wanted to build a patio for Grandma's old trailer over there. And we had the patio you see over there at Grandma and Grandpa's. That wood came from that house that I tore down. It still sits there. I used that wood to build that patio. So I didn't just demolish it.
You took it apart.
I took it apart.
Like a Lego kit.
Like a Lego kit. I pulled the nails out. If the nails were too bent, I had them in a one container. If the nails were savable, I put them in another container. If the wood was good, salvageable, I'd stack it to the side And if the wood was bad or splintered, too splintered, I put it onto a burn pile. So I had me a burn pile with all the shingles and the wood that weren't very good. I had me several different piles of wood, nice and neat and organized, and set to the side. So when I was cleaning, when I was tearing this house down, I didn't have the danger of stepping on the nails or something or tacks, because I'd clean up everything I destroyed. I systematically took this thing apart. And by the time I got down to the foundation, got it all done, there was no cleanup to do because the cleanup was already done. And that is how you demolish a house systematically without the fear of stepping on a nail. You do it systematically. You take it piece by piece, part by part. And that's what I did. And lo and behold, Grandpa took the wood that I tore that house down with, and he built a patio onto the trailer where him and Grandma had moved into. Because they sold the old trailer, and they put a double wide in there in place of it. They put a double wide trailer in there, and they had that trailer in there, and of course the trailer had to put a foundation on the bottom of it, and then he wanted to put a patio around it, and that's why he built the porch. He built the porch. A screened in porch too, by the way. It was just not just a porch, but a screened in porch. I mean, he had a bottom and a top, and I had an underguard. Had the whole nine, all from the house. $40 I made for that damn thing. $40.
Take down that whole house.
Take down that whole house.
I would give you at least $500 for that.
Yeah, but I was enjoying myself too much. I didn't care. It was $40 to me.
And some fun.
And it was fun. It was exciting. I would like to have had more, but they couldn't afford more.
Yeah.
They couldn't afford to have a professional come out to do it. A professional would have charged them thousands of dollars. So they got their little grand boy out there. I enjoyed tearing shit up. I enjoyed tearing that house down. 7 days. A ladder, a crowbar, and a hammer. That's all I had. And no other tools. No other tools. The ladder to get up until the top of the roof. And I got down to where I can knock the walls down. And then a hammer and a crowbar. That was it. But when I ended up viewing out of the military, it began a phase of my life where I pretty much had quit on the dime. Said to heck with it. If I didn't like something, I'd quit. If I didn't want to finish something, I'd stop. I was going through that phase. And I felt bad about it. Still determined to find my place. I'm still determined to find my place in life.
It's hard to find currently.
It is. It's hard to find a place in life, especially when you got friends all over the place. You know, supposedly got friends everywhere.
None of them want to help.
And nobody wants to help. Nobody wants to give you guide you through a rough spot. You still got to do it by yourself. I don't see how they call you. I don't see how they can call themselves friends. They can't even come over and sit down, or can invite you over real quick and sit down with you and show you how to make money online, how to do this, how to do that. That's the way it's been all my life, though. That's the way it's been all my life.
No, it will change though.
I had to raise my boys at 8.5, 9 years by myself. Not one person helped me out. Not
Some
one.
tried, but were chased off.
So this next poem here is we trying to motivate myself to do something better for my life. Try to fight inner demons, which is what I'm fighting right now. I'm fighting inner demons. But, that's the way life goes. You just have to, it's something you just got to deal with. If nobody wants to take 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes to come see you, and they help you out, and they show you what you need to do, or to kind of guide you through, you got to do it yourself, or figure it out, in order to find the next best option, find the next route, find something that you know that you can do, even though you don't have the skill set or the know-how to make the type of money that people make. Still gotta keep trying. Still gotta keep trying. And that's what this next poem's about. It's about keep fighting. Keep trying. Keep rolling. Keep going forward. Sooner or later, something's going to happen. Like right here, I'm in a rut. I'll end up getting out of it. That's just a matter. I always do. And the reason I do,
because you have to keep moving.
Because
make progress.
Because you got too much depending on me. There's too much depending on me. I got a wife. I got to take care of my son. I still got a life. So here's a poem. Unknown Warriors. I have no sword, visible, that is. I have no shield and no armor. Even so, I'm hard to get to. Don't try to walk over me. For I'm a fighter, and I'm still around. I have, however, been knocked down, but I keep coming back for more. Shut me out if you choose to do so. But it will be I that wins up at the top, while you still wander at the bottom. I will be amongst the unknown warriors. We are all celebrating in heaven, while you're still fighting through hell. Remember, I and my friends are still around. Might ought to take it into consideration. We are here to battle with extreme prejudice.
And not fail.
We don't care how big or how strong you are. For in the end, you will know why we're here. When we begin the battle and it nears its end, the sight will not be pretty, like I said. We came to fight.
Fight we did.
Of course, as you know, my life's gotten going here. You got your vehicle now.
Matured up.
Matured up a little bit. You don't get the chance to go on your little long walks in the woods and the tracks as I used to. I'm going at nights after work and go to myself out to the movies. Or I'd go to myself to the mall and walk around. I'm like, I can go by myself. I don't have no friends. I don't need the funky bunch to go with every now and then. I go by myself sometimes. And I went by myself a lot. I graduated and I got my diploma. I got my basic and AIT boot camp book, plaque, all that. I had some accolades. Well, they stopped there for a while. That's where I began to make That's where I began to make a lot of mistakes.
So they'll make you grow into a better person.
But yeah, doing what I did though,
You learn from it anyway.
you learn from it. You can go back and you say, I wish I can go back and live my life over and
Do it again.
not make this mistake, not make that mistake. But if you do that, you
Don't
don't.
be you.
You won't be you. You'll be a different you, and you won't learn from. And you won't learn from the mistake that you made before. Because it'd be obsolete. It'd be dead to you.
The saying that I like is learn from history or be destined to repeat it.
Yeah. Now one day though, I kind of just let my car go, and I went for a little walk just to kind of get a taste for it again. I went for the walk in the woods, and that's what inspired this next poem here. Is going back, because I think I went to Lake Catherine. I think I drove myself to Lake Catherine when I parked the vehicle, and I just went for a little walk. I just want to go walk in the woods. I don't think I did the damn mountain trail thing. I think I did half of it. I think I went to the left side of it to the overlook, came back down and messed around by the waterfall. Just me, just to get out in nature, just to do something. And that's how I came up with this lost and found poem. That's how this originated. That's what inspired it. It's a lost and found. In the woods, middle of nowhere, heard a voice from beyond, somewhere. Where? I don't know. Well, not at first, though. However, soon I knew. Opened up, felt brand new. What was it? It was neat. The feeling inside so unique. Then a bright light lead the way through the night. And on the day after, I was filled with laughter. I had returned home with a song, been gone for so long. With great joy of happiness, I felt really thrilled, finesse. From the box of a lost and found, I returned home to claim my crown. That, ladies and gentlemen, is Lost and Found. Kind of sets the mood that I'm in today. Kind of get you the idea of where I'm sitting at today, which is a good thing I did. This is why I'm doing this segment today instead of later on. Because I'm in sort of a depressed way at the moment. So I need something to kind of pump my spirits up a little bit. And this is why I do what I do. This is why I wrote these poems, so I can go back and recollect these poems and relive some of these episodes, some of these moments in my life that I've lived through. Realize I've been there before. And I have. I've been there before.
Life may suck sometimes, but it's always better in the end.
Yeah, well, life will stomp your head in the ground if you ain't careful.
And when you keep going, and sooner or later you'll be rewarded.
Still staying at my grandma's, of course. Of course, I'll venture out again. I think I'll end up in, I think maybe Cersei next. Well, I met somebody. That's going to be interesting. Matter of fact, just go ahead and go there. I ain't met anybody yet, though. I did go to Cersei, and I met them, but we didn't hook up until the next time I was up in there. And then I'd lived with Mom for a couple of months, and then I moved back to Grandma's. And then I would eventually, I would head back to Cersei. Getting close to my next rendezvous. But we're not going to get there just yet. Still got a few more things to go on here before I get to that point. Next poem is a simple reminder of how music triggers my poetry. When I put my headphones on, I listen to my music, like I listen to music here, and it just gets my mind just bumping. Gets it going in one direction, and then pop over here, then pop over there, then pop down here, then pop over.
It makes you feel better too.
It makes you feel better. But it also creates. It also
It creates a thought process.
It creates a thought process, and if you got a good imagination, you can create some weird stuff. You can create some very imaginative areas. Yeah, people say you don't need to daydream so much. Stop daydreaming. Stop being distracted. You got stuff to do. But sometimes daydreaming helps you get through what you need to do. And that's what this next poem is about. Daydream songs. All day long, I have a song of joy, song of sorrow, song from the heart, song of tomorrow. Inside my mind, it's a total buying, a strange ringing, an extreme tingling, giving me chills and supplying me thrills. Every day, I'm like a beaver, getting lost in my daydream fever. Every day, my mind longs for all of my daydream songs. Now, also, as you know, as you heard the last few poems here, and the few poems before that, I said before, my poems are getting more mature. They're sounding less childish. They're getting more. I'm adding some more stronger words, some more pronounced words. So the more the poem has a more pronounced meaning. Now, if you for the few that I have been keeping up, I do appreciate you. And I do appreciate the support that you have given me. Seeing those few views, I know pretty much who those views are coming from. And it does mean a lot to me. I just wish more and more people would catch on to the bandwagon, because these poems are pretty cool. These poems are interesting. And they're getting better, which is what I've been just discussing the whole time. They're starting to come together, starting to take on more form. And of course, I'm starting to mature and get more and more into life as well. And like I said, if you've been keeping up, you can see the difference. You can tell the difference. We're going to cover one more poem, and then we're going to wrap this segment up. Now, I did say I wrote one poem about Julie after the breakup, not after, but during our tenure together. I wrote another poem. And I think this is the other one I wrote. And I think that this is right out of basic training. This is called "Dreaming from the Past." I'm going to go and cover this one so I can close the chapter on that part of the story of her, and that'd be the end of her in the story for now. Of course, it's never the end of it's never the end of a person in your story. Everybody you meet has a significant meaning, a purpose for why you met them. There's not one person on the planet that you come across, that you've met, that you meet up with, that has no impact on your life. They have an impact. They were sent there for a reason. You met them for a reason. There is a reason why you two crossed paths with each other. And with the Julie, there's a reason why my path crossed with hers. There's a specific reason why we met. Every person that comes across these pages that you would talk about, there's a reason why our paths crossed. Every person you meet. You do realize that?
There's always a reason.
Always a reason. There's always a reason for everything that you say and do, and the people you meet. It's for a reason. You don't see the reason. You just think it's a chance meeting. But years go by and you hear something or someone says something, you're like, huh, that so-and-so said that years ago. And it was true. It was right. Boom, there it is. There's a reason that happens. This is one of those poems, Dreaming from the Past. We'll read this poem, then we'll wrap up chapter 3. Better look fast or you're missing. He's here from the past for so long apart. He still fought for you. He will never from you depart. Wanting to be two, he's a man now with guts of iron. He hates to see you frown or hear the siren. But he truly loves to see you smile. Wanting you to be happy, he travels many a mile. There he stands, and at long last, he had returned from his long journey. The wayward dreamer from the past. Extreme happiness now will be adjourned. And now we'll end chapter 3. We will pick up chapter 4 next week. Hopefully I'll be in a better mood. And hopefully I'll be finally rid of the sickness that's been plaguing me for the past 2 to 3 weeks. Tell you what, flu is nothing to mess with.
No, it is not.
It will kick your ass. It will kick your ass in a heartbeat. You know, it don't care. It don't care if you're rich or not.
You kick your ass.
It can give a crap. It can give a crap less than much money you make. It'll stomp your head in the ground. So be safe out there. Take care. We'll see you next time.